Hello, and welcome to another edition of You Know What? My name is Dr. Argyle, of course, and to my right is the incontrovertible Dr. Sarah, is it?
Oh. Oh! I am not a doctor, but thinking about it. I've been surrounded by so many doctors recently, and I don't know. It's making me think about going back to school or maybe just sending some emails and seeing if I can get an honorary doctorate. But my name is Sarah. Sarah. I go by many names.
Oh, Sarah.
Enough about me. Thank you. To my right, the incredible, the stunning, the wonderful Dr. Ansel McGathy.
Oh, thank you so much. You guys are all too kind. It's good to be back here again, as always. I love to see you all. And I have the pleasure of introducing our inimitable host, Chip Buttons.
Thank you, panel. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. I am Charles Buttons, but as always, you can call me Chip. Welcome to You Do What? The rules of this game show are simple, and I'll explain them right now. Our panel over here is going to have the chance to guess the names of various job titles that we'll be putting up on our board. They'll try to guess this by asking yes or no questions. If they get a yes, they get to keep asking the questions. If they get a no, the panel gets a strike. 10 strikes and the round is over. Panelists, do you understand the rules?
Sure do.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I know that Ansel and Sarah get it, but we do have a new member today, Dr. Argyle. It's so good to see you. Another doctor. I don't know who's screening these contestants, but we have yet to not have a doctor on this show. So, it's an honor to have you here, Dr. Argyle.
Oh, thank you so much, Chip.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Before we jump into our first round, I'd like to say hello to some of our returning viewers. Hello to Willa, Tasty Zero, Wern Red Panda, Mycidia, Preventive, DX over DT. Hello to Hugh, Push the Fisherman, and Krill. Welcome back. It's always so good to see some returning fans come to watch the show. Panelists, are you ready to jump into round one?
Yes.
Oh, we sure
Yes,
are.
yes.
Wonderful.
I think so.
So our first round, this job actually comes from one of our viewers, Hugh. So thank you so much for the suggestion, and we're going to get it up on the board just a minute. There we are. All right, audience, keep those lips zipped up. And you know what? We're going to start with Sarah. So good to have you back, Sarah.
I am so glad to be back.
We've missed you.
Missed you.
Oh, I don't know if you heard, but last time we did have a troll that did try to eat our contestants. So,
Oh.
it's
Wow.
just great to have someone, calm and rational
Wow.
back on the show.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, no one told me. I'm sorry.
I mean, why would they? So,
I got really tied up with I had a lot to do in Montana.
oh, Montana, is that where you're from?
No. Never been. Just I went on a walk and I kept going. And
You walked to Montana.
Yes. It was I had to figure out transportation to get back here, and that was the holdup.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad you made it back safely, and I hope you had a good time in Montana.
Thanks.
All right, Sarah. Well, what is your first question?
Okay. Is this job... Welcome back, me. Is this job in the arts?
This job is not in the arts, Sarah. No. So that is the first strike.
Okay.
And we're going to hop on over to our newest doctor, actually the second newest doctor, Dr. McGathy. What is your first question?
That's right. Oh, Sarah, we really could have used you last week. We had a casting director come up as one of our jobs.
Oh.
And we missed the boat by a lot.
By just a bit, Ansel. Don't get
yeah.
yourself too down.
All right. I'm going to use one of my favorite questions, too, since Sarah and I are both back.
All right.
Does this job take place on the planet Earth.
Yes, it does, Ansel.
Thank goodness. Not an astronaut today. All right. Does this job primarily take place during the daytime?
I would say yes.
You would say yes. Is this position typically salaried?
Yes, it is typically salaried.
All right.
On a roll, Ansel.
Does this person go into an office to work?
No, they do not typically go into an office.
All right.
But excellent job, Ansel.
Thank you.
Excellent job.
Send it back.
They are on a roll. Now we're going to hop over to our newest panelist, Dr. Argyle.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Chip.
What is your first question?
Well, let's see. Let's review what we have so far. It's on planet Earth. Yes.
It is not in the arts, and they
not
do
in the
not
arts.
go into an office.
They do not go into an office.
Not typically, no.
But it is salary.
But it is
Oh, yes, it is
salaried.
salaried.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
Oh, actually, can I get a confirmation from my judges if it is salaried?
Oh.
Because I have information based on... It is salaried. All right. I just
It
want
is salaried. Oh,
confirmation.
lovely. Okay. Does one need to attend special training for this position?
Yes, they do indeed.
Oh, lovely. Does this person typically wear a uniform?
Oh, not of sorts, but I would say that a particular type of clothing is preferred when doing this job, but it's not a uniform as such. So I'm going to say no.
I see. Okay. Well, thank you.
And we're going to hop back on over to Sarah.
Okay. So, does this job involve science?
No, I would say it does not involve science.
Wow.
But excellent question, Sarah. I like that you're branching out from arts. It's very exciting. It's very exciting to see you growing.
Thanks.
It's good. But we are going to hop on over to Dr. McGathy. I don't like saying that.
All right. Well, you
Dr.
can still call me Ansel, Chip. We're friends.
It's okay. Ansel it is. That
We don't
feels
have.
better.
Well, we have a professional relationship, but
Oh, Lord.
I'm still willing to let you call me Ansel since you knew me as Ansel first.
Oh.
All right. So my question: does this job primarily take place on land?
It does take place on land.
All right.
And actually, before you ask your question,
Oh.
I do have a quick correction from our judges. While this job is not primarily science-based, it does involve some physics. So I'm going to keep no as the answer there, so we'll stay with Ansel, but physics does come into play in this job.
come into play. Interesting.
Yes, but I wouldn't categorize it as a science-based job.
Right. When I if I were performing this job, would my feet be on the ground?
Yes, typically they would be on the ground.
All right. Does this job involve any tools?
It does indeed involve tools, Ansel.
All right,
Well done.
All right. If a typical person like you or I, we would it be fair to say that we would not necessarily interact with this job?
Can you clarify the question? I'm not quite sure I understand.
The average person does not necessarily interact with this job?
Like that we don't come into contact with someone performing this job?
Correct.
No, we would indeed come in contact with. Most of us at
Oh.
some point
All right.
will have
Interesting.
probably or will come in contact with someone doing this job.
I'm sorry, so we do come in contact?
Yes,
I
almost
see.
definitely.
Oh.
Not all the time, but at one point or another, you've probably
Ha,
needed this person.
Oh.
Okay. This is really tough. I would say, would this person, in the general sense, be considered a handyman? Handy person?
In a general sense, I'd say yes.
Oh yes, we're getting closer. Does this person? Ooh, it's very tough.
Oh, don't get flustered now, Dr. Argyle. You're
Sorry,
doing
but the
great.
spotlight, everything is so warm.
It's the big time now, Doctor.
Sorry, that wasn't helpful. I was trying to.
I thank you,
You know
for
when
trying.
when you
No, I
when you
do.
when you blow on hot soup.
Yeah. No, I did feel like the perspiration
I was trying to
dried a
do
little
that, but
Did you
it
blow
really
on
was
Dr.
just
Argyle?
strange. What?
Did you blow on Dr. Argyle as you would soup?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Come on, Ansel. Come
Yes.
on. Come,
Thank you.
Ansel.
bit. That's actually quite
Ansel.
lovely.
Oh, is it helping Dr. Argyle?
That actually is quite
All
lovely.
right,
I mean,
carry
thank you,
on
everybody.
then.
I'm
Carry
fine.
on.
All right, you got this.
Whatever works.
I am of the mind to don't knock it till you tried it.
Oh, I like that. I
want it.
like that lifestyle.
You tried it?
So we tried it, and I actually quite enjoyed it. So thank
that's
you.
good.
Thank you both. Does this person work in construction?
No, they do not work in construction. I'm getting a note from my judges actually. They do not work in construction, but they often work alongside construction crews.
Oh, I see.
Ooh,
Okay.
we are getting
interesting.
specific.
We are.
Okay.
Let's see if you can take it home, Sarah.
They work with two. Oh, how many strikes are we at?
We are at 6 strikes.
All right, we got time. We got
I-
time.
I think we're doing well. Okay. So tools are involved. Maybe a handy person of sorts working
Alongside some construction crews.
Okay.
Oh, and physics.
Oh yes, physics is involved.
So, does this job involve manual labor?
It
Yes?
does indeed, yes.
Okay. Does this job work with existing structures?
Oftentimes, yes.
Okay. So, is this job mostly working with buildings?
I would say, how do you phrase this? It's typically buildings are involved, yes.
Oh. The fact that was not a straight up yes opens up a whole can of worms. Okay. So this job works with buildings and other
I would
structures?
say no. This is complicated phrasing. Because if you're speaking about whether or not it works directly on the building structure, I would have to say no. But buildings are often involved in the things they're working on.
Okay.
If that couldn't possibly have been more vague, but that's all I've got.
So, does this job, is this a maintenance job?
Oftentimes, yes.
Okay. Are they maintaining a specific appliance or part of a building?
I'm going to be very generous and say that they would be maintaining a specific genre of appliance. I'm going to say genre.
Okay.
Genre.
Is this genre involving but physics are involved.
Oh, ask your question. It's all right. You're still at only 6 strikes. So.
Okay. Does this involve
Oh, the audience
Thanks.
is with you, Sarah. The audience is with you.
This is such a supportive audience. Does this involve electricity? The answer is going to be no, but we got to move on.
It does not typically involve electricity, no.
Okay.
I don't think it ever actually involves
The more you
electricity.
know.
I was going to ask
I
a
don't
very
think it's
similar
typically. I
question.
think it's just
actually.
All right,
All right.
Ansel.
All right. If I had to avail myself of this person's services, would I be excited after they left?
Probably, yes.
Great.
I don't claim to know your life, Ansel,
Great.
but I think I'd be happy.
Okay, well, would this person be featured on the TV show Dirty Jobs?
Oh, perchance. I could see there being an episode. Probably, yes.
Okay, all right.
I
Dirty
do miss
Job.
that show. What a show.
What a show indeed. A celebration of the everyman. This person, if I met them after they had just performed their job, would I shake their hand?
Probably. I feel like you'd want to know if they'd washed them first.
All right.
But
Great.
so I'm gonna give you that. You can continue.
Yeah, that tells me what I want to know, I think.
That's a no. My judges are telling me that's actually a no. Because, you asked me, would I shake their hands, and I'm going to say no.
You're right. That's on
Probably
me.
not.
Dang it.
Unless
All
you
right.
knew they'd washed them.
Send it back.
So we're going to hop on over at 8 strikes over to Dr. Argyle.
Ooh, it's really heating up in here.
It's round 1. I'm already playing fast and loose with the answers, everyone. So who knows what's going to happen?
Does this... I'm going to just get more direct in here, if I can.
Oh, you
Please do.
can.
Are we ready? Are
Yes,
we
get in there.
Yeah, do what makes you happy.
Does this... Thank you. Does this person work in plumbing?
They do indeed.
Oh,
Yep.
Do I just go for it?
Yeah, I think go for it.
go for
Is this a plumber?
it.
It is a plumber, Dr. Argyle.
All
Well
right.
done. First round, and Dr. Argyle
did
got
it.
Wow.
Way to bring it home.
It is indeed a
Thank you.
plumber,
Wow.
a tradesman who works in repairing and installing pipes and various appliances such as sinks, you know the round is over. I feel like we can return to our corners now.
But it's still nice.
Okay, all right.
It's still nice.
If it's helping to make the brain flow and the questions come, I can't complain.
I think it is, yeah. Thank you.
But the second it becomes too much, back to your corner. So that was round 1. Well done, panelists.
Yay.
Well done.
Yay.
All
Before
right.
we move on to round 2, we are going to take a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
One word.
Well done.
Only one.
Creepy crawlers.
Now, you can make all kinds of lovely things like these with Mattel's wonderful Thing Maker. It makes creepy crawlers, spiders, lizards, snakes, dragonflies. Make them yourself with this nice plastic goop. Choose a mold, pour in the goop, heat it, and presto changeo, you've got bugs. Squiggly, squirty bugs. They feel so soft and natural. You get 4 different colors of goop and special paints. Make charming lizard pins or spider rings. You can collect them or spread them around. After all, they're fun for the entire family. Get Mattel's new Thing Maker with creepy crawlers. You can tell it's Mattel. It's swell.
They're slugging it out in the middle of the ring. And there's a hard drive to the top. And Blue Bomber's block is knocked off. His block is knocked off?
Sure, but you can press it right back on again. It's just part of the action with the world's only boxing robots, the Rock'em Sock'em Robots by Marx. Takes 2 managers to handle the fighters and lots of skill to win. With these control levers, you can keep your fighters in motion to duck punches. When you press this plunger, he throws a right uppercut. Press the other plunger, and there's a left jab. Lots of exciting action and fun for everyone when the world's only boxing robots battle it out.
The Blue Bomber's looking for an opening. And there it is. That's the end of round 2.
Just push the flying head back, and you're ready for round 3.
Boy, this is the greatest.
You bet. The world's only boxing robots. Get the Rock'em Sock'em Robots by Marx.
Maris is ready. Here's the pitch. It's going, it's in there. A new Major League record, 61 home runs by Roger Maris.
Hi, kids. That sure was a day for me. Part of the thrill of baseball. The kind of real excitement I've put into my great new game by Pressman, Action Baseball.
The score is 2-2. You're up at bat. The pitcher's set, and he can pitch. Fastball, slow ball, curve. Here it comes. A hot single to right. And the next one, a strike. The pitch, a smashing double to left field. Another run batted in. All the skill and excitement of World Series when you play Roger Maris Action Baseball by Pressman. Now you can hit home runs just like Roger Maris.
Yes, kids. There's nothing like the thrill of baseball. And now it's yours.
Get Roger Maris Action Baseball today, $2.98. Oh boy, a Pressman toy.
Welcome back to You Do What? Thank you so much to our sponsors. And that baseball game looks like quite a lot of fun, actually. I might have to check that out. We just got through round 1, and Dr. Argyle, our newest panel member, was able to guess. That was fantastic.
All right. Way to go.
Dr. Argyle, I would love to get to know you a little bit more, if you don't mind.
Oh, okay, sure.
What kind of a doctor are you? Several of our doctors have had trouble telling me that, so.
Oh, well, I'm a niche doctor. I'm a niche doctor.
What does that mean?
Oh, I study a variety of things. You probably never heard of it.
I would love to try. You're a niche
A
doctor.
niche doctor, yes, very niche areas.
Such as?
Such as papillonias.
Papillonias?
Papillonias, yes.
What exactly is the papillonias?
Oh, it would take a long time to explain it. Maybe next time. My TED Talk is next week.
Oh, I did not know you had a TED Talk. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, it'll be on at 3 a.m. Which
3
I've
a.m.
been
Local time?
yes,
Oh,
I've been
quite.
told that is prime time for TED Talks. I suppose that's when people watch it the most. I don't know.
You know, while I'm not quite sure a niche doctor is a thing, you did give me a long and complicated word, which
Yes.
makes me think maybe you really are a doctor, Dr. Argyle. So
Oh, well, thank you.
that's more exciting than Doctor of Doctoring, which I've gotten, and a Doctor of
Excuse me.
Doctorology.
I'm right here.
Oh, that was Doctoring. You were Doctorology. Very
I
good.
am doctorology. That's correct.
Do you know what?
If it
McGathy, we will
helps.
get back into that soon.
I just wanted to say, I think my cousin has been on this show before.
Oh, who is your cousin?
Dr. Tweed.
Our very first doctor, Dr.
Oh,
Tweed.
yeah. Dr. Carter Tweed.
That gives.
Also unable to tell me what kind of doctor he was.
That's right.
I mean, that sort of runs in the family.
Sure. Now, are you older or younger than your cousin?
We're roughly within the same couple of years.
But are you older or younger?
You know, I've been too embarrassed to ask.
Oh, okay. I understand. I've been there. It's like when you've learned someone's name and it's been far too long to ask and you
It
just
has
pretend.
been so long.
I understand. Family. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I think it's time that we jump right into round 2. So we're going to get the name of the next job up on the board.
Great.
Let's give it just a minute. It'll hop on up. There it is. All right, audience, remember, keep those lips zipped. And we're going to start with Ansel McGathy. I am not going to call you a doctor.
Oh, what?
All right. I'm ready.
What is your first question?
I don't know. Actually, I was not ready at all. That was a lie. When I said I was ready, I was trying to stall for time, you know?
well, you're doing a great job so far.
Thank you. It's a special skill that I have. It's one of my classes. Back when I was in my grad school program, I was doing a residency at.
All right,
this
30 seconds, or we will give you a strike answer.
Okay, yeah. That's fair. Is this a job?
Ansel,
Yeah,
it was the question. Is this a job?
that's correct.
Yeah. Yes, Ansel, it is a job.
Okay, great. Sometimes I just want to get a yes on the board.
The game show is. Never mind. Okay.
No, really, I would love for you to explain while I think of another question.
No. Okay. Ansel. Last nerve, Ansel.
All right.
Let's just- round
this,
2, Ansel.
Does this job take place outdoors?
It does typically take place outdoors. Yes.
Boom. Got him. See, I was saving up
Yeah.
so I could drop a bomb like that.
And it is still your turn. So more questions.
Okay, well, I just wanted to point out how good my skills were that I got a question like that right off the bat. Anyway, is this job primarily performed by younger people?
I'm gonna say no. There's not really a typical age range for this
All right,
job,
well,
as far as I know.
there we go.
So you're free. Well done. And we're heading back over to Dr. Argyle.
Okay, so does one need to attend a trade school to perform this position?
No, they do not need to
not?
attend a trade
Okay.
school, but excellent question. Heading back on over to Sarah. Sarah?
Okay, so this job is mostly done outdoors, and you don't need to go to trade school.
No.
What? And it's a job.
It is indeed a job, yes.
Okay.
Because the game show is about jobs.
What was your no? What was the no again?
He asked if it was mainly younger people that performed this job, and I said there wasn't typically an age range
Right.
that I think
Right.
would be this job.
Okay. Is this job... I'm predictable. Is this job in the arts?
I would say yes, I would qualify this as an art.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Oh, well
Cool.
done.
I like
An
this.
outdoor job in
An
the
outdoor
arts.
art job.
Wow. Does this involve visual art?
It does involve visual art. My goodness.
2 for 2.
Off to the races.
Oh.
All right, Sarah, what's next?
I have an idea, and I'm
Oh.
willing to risk it.
I'll risk it. We're at
Skip
2
for the
strikes.
biscuit.
Are you a I'm thinking about murals. I'm gonna go more broad.
All right.
Are you a painter of sorts?
I am
Spray-
this job is not a painter. No.
Okay.
I'm also not a painter, but this job
Okay.
is.
Oh, right. It's not you. I apologize.
All right, back on over to our hesitant Ansel.
Right. Yeah. Well, you're not a painter per
No.
se, but do you work in like a any kind of medium?
Any kind of medium?
Like you could be a spray painter, but not a painter, or you could be a photographer, but not a painter. You know what I mean? Like
We work in a medium is worked in.
there is a medium
Yes.
per se.
If I am to
All right.
understand that question correctly, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You use some kind of accessory to create your art.
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you. Well, when you finish your art piece, is it something that is open to the public?
I would say typically, yes, it would be open to the public. Sometimes,
Alright.
sometimes not. Sometimes it's always accessible, but sometimes
Sure.
harder to get.
Right, but it's not like something you paint it and it goes into it goes to a private collection
Oh,
or
no.
something. Okay,
Typically,
great.
no.
Great. All right. So it's typically available for everyone.
Yes.
It is an art. There is a medium,
Visual art.
a visual art.
Very
Art has your art, has it ever been outlawed or illegal in any way?
I don't believe it has, but the judges might know. The judges also say they don't think so, but
Alright.
I could see the law coming into play if it wasn't handled correctly. But
Okay,
I don't
interesting.
believe it's ever been outlawed.
But it's a no. Okay.
So it's a no. Yes.
All right,
So
thank
we're
you.
gonna head back on
Send it
over to
back.
Dr. Argyle, cousin of Dr. Tweed. Oh,
Ah, yes.
this is our first family connection. I really like it.
Yeah. Well, you know. So let's see. It's a visual art. There's a medium. And it's not painting.
No.
Not painting. And it's open to the public. So that means anybody can see it.
I'm gonna say typically yes.
Okay. Does this person work in a form of sculpture?
They do not work in sculpture.
Okay.
No.
Well, I took a shot.
No, it was good. You're
That was a
narrowing it
good
down. I
shot.
like it.
Yeah, you narrowed it down.
That's where my brain was going.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, well then good job. All right,
Okay.
Sarah, what is your next question?
Okay. Does the size of what this person creates in this job, does the size of what they create vary?
Yes, I
Yeah.
think so.
Okay. Would we find what this person creates in this job, would we find these things in places like parks or other...
I would say
Public-
no. You probably would
No.
not find the products in parks and things like that.
This is interesting.
Not in a park.
All right, and we are at
Um,
6 strikes.
Okay. Can I clarify an earlier question?
Yes, you may.
So earlier we asked, does this person perform the majority of their work outside?
Yes.
So we understand that they're creating a product with this job of some
Yes.
sort. Now, is that product generally also displayed outside?
I would say typically no. You
Okay.
could see it outside, but it's not generally designed to just be displayed outside.
But the art itself
Yes.
was probably inside.
You could find it outside, but that's
All right.
it's not typically designed
Thank
to be
you.
outside. So that was a no. Yeah, so we're
Right,
heading back
right.
on over
No,
to
I
Dr.
got it.
Argyle.
I'm just gonna take another shot.
Go ahead and take it, Dr. Argyle.
Does this medium involve a camera?
It does indeed involve a camera.
It does. Oh, everybody, lovely.
Oh.
And it takes place mostly at the. I'm gonna go ahead and say, is this a photographer?
It is, but we're going to need more specifics. So that
More
was a yes.
specific.
It is a photographer, but we're going to need a specific type.
Specific photographer. Everybody, this is very difficult.
Do we need to talk it out a little bit?
Oh, we're still at 7 strikes, so I'm going to wait on that
okay.
one. But Dr. Argyle, wrap up your round.
Okay. Is the subject of this photography natural?
It is indeed natural, yes.
Oh, I see. Okay.
They're getting close, everyone. I think so. I can feel it.
And it's a public art. And public art is typically non-offensive. So I'm gonna go ahead and say a scenic photographer.
No, not scenic photographer, but we're getting there.
so
We've narrowed down to
worth a
photographer,
shot,
which is huge.
you know.
So that is 8 strikes, and if you like, I will give you all a chance to confer. Would you like that chance
Right
to
now?
confer?
Yes, I would.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that would be great. Yeah.
All right, so they're
Yes.
going to confer, and I will just talk to the audience. And if anyone has a question for me, feel free to send it over, and I will answer to the best of my ability. In the
right.
meantime, I can talk about my experience with photography. I got to watch the making of cameras. It was very exciting. Because yes, thank you. It was immense watching it grow into an art medium that anyone can access, from the rich and the famous to now everyone seems to have those little boxes, the iPhones with the cameras in them. I know. It's amazing. So I will say personally, that was quite a joy for me to watch the development over time. Thank you. Oh, we have a question coming in. Someone wants to know, what's my wardrobe collection like? Well, this is all I can wear. We can get into a lot about the ghost realm, but one thing is that this is my only outfit.
Amateur?
When I was alive, I feel I was more casual than this. I'm not sure why this was chosen, but yes, I've come to very much enjoy this look. So thank you for asking. All right, panel. We are going to hop right back in with Sarah. We are at 8 strikes.
Okay. So the subject of these photographs, is this subject typically living?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. The subject able to speak? Question mark?
Yes. Well, yes, but yeah, I see what you're going for, but I don't feel you were specific enough in the
Okay.
question.
The subject of the photographs, are they typically humans?
No, they are not typically humans.
Oh, okay.
Ansel, I think you know this one.
All right. Well,
Got it.
if it's not a person, I think it's probably an animal. So my guess is wildlife photographer.
Correct, Ansel.
Yeah. All
Wildlife
right.
photographer. So you
Oh,
see,
you
animals
Good job,
just
team.
speak. We just can't understand them.
All
So,
right.
Well done, panelists.
Ansel, you were so
Well
right.
done.
That was a
Typically
team
outside,
effort.
in the arts, they photograph animals in their natural habitats. It's very exciting.
We're
So,
2
well,
for 2.
That's 2 for 2. Let's not get too excited now. We still have 3
You're
more
right.
rounds
We
to
got
go.
2 for
Well
2 and
done.
then got all of the rest
Well
wrong
done.
earlier this week.
Oh.
But I think we're just going to jump right into round 3. And this round, we're actually going to keep hidden from our audience. So they get to play along with us.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Oh,
So
how
we're going
fun.
to jump right. I believe Ansel. Ansel, we're starting with you this time.
All
It's your
right.
time.
All right. Ansel, what is your first question?
Okay.
Oh, I was.
And the audience,
my
the audience is
brain.
playing along at home.
The audience is indeed playing along.
All right. Well, good luck, audience. This job would the average person, would they interact with this job at some point in their life?
I would say no. Not everyone
Oh.
will come in contact with this job.
Interesting. All right. Send it back.
But an excellent question. Hopping right across the panelist table to Dr. Argyle.
Oh, does this job take place inside a building?
Typically, yes. I would say that this job was most likely to take place inside.
Excellent. Is this a salaried position? I stole your question.
I believe most are salaried.
Most?
I can't actually be sure. The judges might have a definitive answer on that. I'm going to say yes because I think, my judges are coming through. Most of the time, yes, they are salaried.
They are salaried most of the time. Most of the time. How interesting. Does this job require special schooling?
It does involve a special school typically.
Oh, okay. You're getting a lot of yeses here.
Or at least a specific type of schooling, yes.
Specific type of schooling. Okay. Ooh, this is tough. Does this person work in healthcare?
They do not work in healthcare,
They do
no.
not. Okay. Thank you.
But I see where you're going. I mean, you are a doctor, so I understand why you would lean that way. So, but we're gonna hop on over to Sarah with 2 strikes.
Okay. Does this job involve science?
It does not really involve science. No.
Okay.
It's not a science-based job.
All right.
But an excellent question and another departure from your norm, which I always appreciate. So.
Thanks.
All right, Ansel.
All right. So we said no science, but would we say that this job is in the larger field of STEM jobs, being science,
No.
technology, arts, and
It is not in the in the STEM field.
all right.
All right, Dr. Argyle.
Okay. A lot of pressure here. Does this job involve business?
I don't think it's technically a business-based job.
Not
I
business.
think one would. Judges, how would we phrase this?
One
This is a
does not
complicated
create
one.
revenue from this job?
No, I would say no. No, it's not a business-based job.
Guys, this might be in the public sector.
Wow.
Might be a
Oh.
public job.
Like,
All right, Sarah.
Does this job protect the safety of the public in some way?
No, I would say it does
Wow.
not. All right, hopping back over to Ansel. We are
All
at
right.
6 strikes, everyone. 6
we're
strikes.
messing this up pretty quick, so can we get a review of what we've done so far?
A brief rundown, yes. So we know this job is not in STEM. It
Right.
typically takes place inside.
Right.
The average person is not guaranteed to come across this job,
Right.
although they might. They don't have to. Special schooling is required. And I believe that was it. I might be. Oh, it's not business based. It's not
Got
about
it.
building revenue.
Would you say
believe I got
that
everything.
this job is then, oh no, I can't think of the word, altruistic in some way?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry. The audience is laughing.
Would you consider this job to be altruistic?
I'm not sure I would categorize it that way, but can you? It's no. We're gonna say no.
All right. Okay. Dang it.
Oh, it's okay, Ansel. Don't get down on yourself. All right, 7 strikes, Dr. Argyle.
Oof.
Wow.
Tough.
This round is whipping by.
This is real tough, everybody. I'm going to just go ahead and ask, is this job funded by the government?
No, it is not funded by the
It's
government.
not.
No.
Wow. Tough.
All right, Sarah, we are at 8 strikes.
Okay. Is this job in the arts?
I would qualify it as an art, yes.
Wow.
Her mouth is agape. She can't believe it.
Okay.
Should have asked that question
Broken
earlier.
Wow. Is this a visual art?
I will say visuals are involved, but it's not Oh, I'm getting all tongue-tied. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
I would say the main joy that you gain from this art is not visual. So.
What?
But the visuals are important. So I'm gonna let you ask another one because the visuals are important. But I would say there's a better way to use this art.
Okay. So. Wow. Is performance involved?
No, it's not really a performing art. Again, this is a complicated one, and this is going to be incredibly vague.
This is humbling.
Yes, it is a performance of sorts, but it is not like a performing art.
Okay. All right.
What the heck
Does that make any sense at all? Ansel, I'm not sure I know. I'm trying my best.
Well, you're not typically going to run into them, so...
I have a guess brewing in my brain.
All right. Well, as a doctor of doctorology, I'm just going to come out here and say this job is not a doctor.
It is not a doctor, correct?
All right. There's one yes. Can we have a moment to confer, please?
I'm not quite sure how that will help at this point, but you absolutely can.
You know what? We're going to do our best.
All right.
Hold
well,
on.
the audience is going to, the panel is going to confer again.
All right.
And I will just talk to my lovely audience. It's good to see you all again. This round seems to really stumping them, which is surprising because they whipped through that last one very quickly. But, this kind of happened last week as well. We had 2 solid rounds and then just a swift downhill. So we'll see it's always an adventure on this show, am I right, guys? It's always an adventure. But we'll see. Oh. It seems that the audience is also not doing so well. Maybe actually what we can do is when we come back, we can get a question about this job from the audience and see if that can help at all. It might not, but we can get a question. If we have a good one in there, we will see. So the judges are going to go out into the audience and get some questions from them, and we'll see what we got. So we'll give that just a moment. In the meantime, if you have any questions for me, I'm an open book. Can pretty much tell you anything about me that I can remember. It's a long journey. Oh, someone wants to know if the panel is also a ghost. No one on the panel is a ghost. I am the only ghost, as far as I know, in this building. There are some hauntings that have occurred, but they're more of come and goers. No one has ever worked on the show. And we do have a question from the audience. So panel, because the audience is playing along, we've had the judges go out and get a question from the audience that might help.
Okay. Great.
The question, before we hop back to Ansel, is we'd hop back to Dr. Argyle, I believe. No, Ansel.
Me.
Ansel, I'm so sorry.
You're out.
So the question was, does this job involve food? And the answer is yes.
Oh, well, give them another question. They got a yes.
Nope, that was all I said one question. So we're going to hop over to Ansel.
Dang it, it involves food.
Oh, and that question was from Willa, so thank you so much for that question.
Willa. That's so helpful.
Wow.
All right, Ansel, we are at 9 strikes, and what I'm going to do is give you a question until you get a no, and then we'll have one final guess.
All right.
Oh.
So, does it involves food? That's what we know. It requires specialist training. But it's not a food scientist because we've had that one before.
It's not a food scientist, no.
Okay. Is the food used in conjunction with another, like, food and film, food and photography, or food and theater?
No, it is not.
Oh, all right.
And that is the last no, so we can get a guess from the panel.
Okay, you know what?
From the panel overall or just Ansel?
If anyone in here has a guess, Ansel, if you'd like to take it, you can, or you can hand it over to one of your panel members.
Can we think out loud?
No, you cannot think out loud.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what? I have a guess.
All right, Ansel.
I'm just gonna go for it because it's an artist with food. Are they a butter sculptor?
My. That was so much more specific than I was expecting.
And it's right.
No.
What?
They are not a butter sculptor.
Dang
Can
it.
I just share what I'm thinking?
Yeah, go
yes.
for it.
What were you
Chef?
thinking it was, Sarah?
A fruit bouquet arranger.
No. Again, no.
Edible
dang.
arrangements.
The answer
both good
was personal chef.
Personal
there you go.
chef.
Very
Personal
fun.
chef.
That makes a lot of
But
sense.
I
that's why you're not
so
likely to win
badly
anyway.
want to
Wow.
meet a butter sculptor now.
There's a whole documentary about it.
There's a documentary about butter sculpting?
I'm pretty
there's
sure there
documentaries about
is.
everything.
Oh my, well if you can give me the
And
name
a
of that
movie.
documentary, I'd
I
love to
don't
watch it.
remember it. Somebody
Butter.
Google it.
I believe it was called,
Sculpting
right?
with butter.
Butter,
What will
yeah.
they think of next?
Well, the movie.
Right.
I mean, first electricity and then butter sculpting.
Butter
So,
sculpting.
wow. So yeah, personal chef indeed. So I'm sorry guys, that was
All
the
right.
first round. You haven't gotten one, but there's still 2 more rounds to
That's
go, so you've
fine.
got time. You've got
Okay.
time. But before we move on, we are going to take another word from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
Bye.
Hey, let's take a minute and meet Clark Kent, or of Superman.
Chief, believe me, you're in for a treat just as soon as Jimmy gets back here.
Great Caesar's ghost. What's holding him up? You know I can't work without a good breakfast.
Chief, Jimmy's bringing a box of Kellogg's Sugar Smacks.
All the more reason for hurrying. Confound it, that boy knows I like those new Sugar Smacks.
And he knows I do, too. And that's a cinch.
Well, here I am. Young man, if you spill those new Sugar Smacks, you're fired.
Golly, Chief, I hadn't opened up the box yet. But I'm going to now.
Well, I guess we all agree on Sugar Smacks.
Right.
folks, don't wait. Get Kellogg's new Sugar Smacks. They're better than ever. Puffs of wheat, sugar toasted, and candy sweet.
You bet. Just get Kellogg's Sugar Smacks, brand new.
The Gemini space flights. The trips are long. The training is hard, like this spacewalk practice. But the astronauts do some things you do. In space, they drank Tang. They mixed it like this in a zero-G pouch, because with no gravity, it would fly all over. You don't have that problem. You can mix it in a glass. Up there, they have to drink it carefully, this way. You can drink it any way you like. Tang tastes orangey. Tastes great. Has lots of vitamins C and A. Tang, chosen for the Gemini astronauts. Have a blast. Have some Tang.
Yes, my children are growing. That's why our family margarine is Nuco, with more than twice the vitamin A of many leading margarines.
Nuco, the margarine larger in vitamin A. Nuco gives you all your vitamin A in 1, 2, 3 pads a day.
All your minimum daily requirements of vitamin A in 1.8 ounces. Essential for healthy growth. Essential for sound teeth. And just wait till your family tastes Nuco's new flavor secret. The marvelous way Nuco melts for fresh, delicate flavor. Delicious aroma.
Nuco gives you all your vitamin A in 1, 2, 3 pads a day. Nuco.
Welcome back to You Do What? We just wrapped up the exciting third round in which our panelists were unfortunately unable to guess the job, but they came very close, I feel, and the audience seems like they were pretty close as well, which is always exciting. But we are going to jump right into our fourth round. This job also came from one of our viewers. It was Push the Fisherman. So thank you, Push the Fisherman, for this suggestion. All right, we've got the name of the job up on the board. And I think we're ready to get started. So we're going to hop on over to Dr. Argyle. What is your first question?
Does this require a special schooling?
I'm going to double check. I believe it does, yes. I believe so. Likely, yes.
Likely?
They will likely need a degree, yes, a specialized degree.
You know, may I borrow one of your questions? Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Is this job in the arts?
It is not in the arts.
It is not. Okay, thank you.
That I can say confidently. Last one I couldn't. This one I'm confident.
Definitively.
All right, we're hopping over to Sarah. What is your first
aspect
question?
of this.
Is this job in the world of STEM stuff?
It is in the world of STEM stuff, yes.
All right. Out of all the STEM stuff, you know, never mind. I was gonna try and pick a letter out of STEM and really
you
get
absolutely
specific,
can.
but no. I'm an artiste. My brain is elsewhere. It won't help me. Does this job involve research?
I would say research is involved. I assume, yes, it has to be, so.
Okay. The person doing this job, is there an amount of manual labor involved?
No, not
Okay.
much manual labor, no.
Okay.
Hopping on over to Ansel.
All right. Does this job primarily take place inside?
Yes, it does take place typically inside.
All right. Great. Would you say that this job is mainly a solitary function? Like, you might be part of a team, but the majority of your workday is like you.
Probably yes.
All right.
Yes. I'd say that's properly phrased.
Did we already ask if this works inside?
I think we
You
did.
did, right?
Yes,
I,
you did.
Did I just do that?
You did do that.
Sorry, age.
We
you know.
are having a long day, aren't we?
Age. But would you say that this person works specifically in a laboratory?
I believe yes. They have to work in a specialized.
All right. Good to know. Now, when this person specifically is performing their job function, would it require safety gear of some sort, like goggles?
I feel as if in any lab, safety goggles are required.
Sure.
But I will say that when I think about this job, I don't necessarily immediately think I would need safety equipment. But I
Okay.
assume that goggles and gloves of sorts are needed.
Right. Interesting. So, does this? So I'm gonna say this as a negative. Just
All right,
To be
yes.
clear, this job does not perform experiments.
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm going to say, I see what you're saying. I'm going to say yes, no experiments. Yes.
All right. Correct. No experiments. Cool. But they work in a laboratory. So they.
But yes, I can confidently say no experiments.
Okay. Thank you. No experiments. But they work in the laboratory, and they require special schooling
And some research.
and some research. Would this person? So they study something.
Yes.
All right. Is the thing that they study? Is it either living when they study it or before they studied it? Is it a once living thing?
No,
that
it
they're
is
studying?
not.
Oh,
it's
interesting.
not a
All
living
right.
thing.
Send it back.
Wow.
Okay, well that.
And actually, I have a note from my judges that I shouldn't have been as confident about the lack of experiments as I was, because we live in a world of gray, as I'm learning, and
All right.
not a lot of yes or nos. But
Well,
live
mabies
in
don't
a
help us that
society.
much.
no, it really
Sometimes
doesn't.
there
There
are
are there are experiments involved. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I think you're welcome. I'm not sure.
Is this science? This is a science.
Mm-hmm.
Is the science performed at this job an Earth-related science?
No, it is not.
It is not. Rules out geology.
Okay. So this job, what they're trying to work on are oh my brain.
Ansel? Oh.
No.
Is it
it's
helping?
It's not a space thing. It's
Is the breathing
we're
helping?
doing the soup thing.
All right. Well, if the soup thing is helping, carry on.
I don't know that it's necessary. Thank you though. I mean, this is what wonderful choreography on each side of me. Okay. Is this for something that will be given, vague term, dosed out or sold? Is this for something that will be given to the public?
Yes, I would say that the ultimate goal is, through their studies and the research, is yes, a product that will be given to the public.
Okay. So, when we said what they're working with has never been alive?
Yes.
Oh, but okay. Is this in the medical field?
It is not. And actually,
Okay.
I have a clarification about whether it's been alive, because some of the things they're testing have been alive at one point.
Oh.
This round,
All right.
technically, technically,
It's okay.
yes.
You
yes.
don't do the job, like
I don't,
it-
but I should
it's hard.
know more than I do. So
Chip, your job is hard.
Well, sometimes.
Well, thank you, Sarah.
All right.
Thank you.
Is this a job that I might find at an institution like NASA?
No.
Dang it, I thought I had that one. I was really confident about that one.
But I'm really happy I could give you a solid no on that one. So, hopping back on over to Dr. Argyle.
Is this job in the private sector?
Judges? I'm not sure. I don't think so, no. Oh, it is. It is. See? I know nothing. Yes, it is in the private sector.
Excellent. Are the things being worked on, not necessarily experimented with, but researched, etc., to benefit humanity?
No, I don't know.
No.
No.
Not the goal.
More
not
of
for
a
us.
competition, capitalist thing.
I would say it's more capitalism, yes.
Oh, okay. So this product that the people at this job are working on, is this something that people can buy?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And this thing that they can buy, it is not necessary for we could live without this product, correct?
Humans, yes.
Wow.
Humans. So it's not for kids.
Okay. So, that being said, I'm nervous and I don't need air on me.
Okay.
Thank you for making your wants clear, Sarah.
Yeah, communication. So, animals could live without this.
Some,
correct?
but the ones that benefit from this would probably not live without it, no.
Oh, I need to take a second and think about what that even means.
So you asked, you said could animals live without this, right? Was that the question?
Yes.
So the animals that benefit directly from this product could not live without this, basically.
Okay. Is this... Is this in the world of animal pharmaceuticals?
No, it is not.
Okay.
All right, Ansel.
But, okay, well, I'm just all sorts of lost now. So the thing that they're working with is not living, correct?
No, not while they're working with it, no.
But the thing that they make goes to animals
Yes, it does.
that are living
Yes.
when they receive this product.
Indeed, yes.
Ooh, good clarification.
So is this a food of some sort?
It is indeed. They are working with a food of some sort.
All right. So, what is the title for that work, though, is my question. Are they... So would it be accurate to say that they are some sort of animal food scientist?
Yes, indeed. But the title is...
But there's a formal title for that.
Yes. Yes.
Great. This is great. Is the word scientist in their title?
It is not.
All right.
But I will say the degree of which they would need is a food science degree, typically. So.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, folks, I'm just lost. How many strikes are we at?
We are at 8 strikes.
8.
Oh,
8.
love to
So close.
hear that.
And yet so far. Wow. So scientist is not in the title.
No, but it does involve for food science.
Food science. I'm just going to... Is engineer in the title?
No, it is not.
Oh.
It is not in the title.
Wow.
All right, 9 strikes. Sarah.
Can we talk?
Yes, I will let you guys confirm.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
I'm being very generous with these conferences today, so.
We appreciate
So while the
it.
panelists are conferring, we can take some questions from the audience. Oh, it looks like
What the hell?
So some of the audience wants to know what my unfinished business is, and truly, I don't know. At this point, it's been so long that you think something would have come forward, or I'd remember something, but I don't know, and I've wondered for a while if it was revenge-based, but I can't think of anyone. And then I thought maybe unrequited love, but I was happily married, and so I'm still thinking, and I'm wondering now if it's just that I was meant to host this show, you know? Maybe my unfinished business is that I host this until it's done. And then I can move on. I don't, but then maybe a new game show will appear. It's you know, if the chat has any ideas, or the audience, or the people chatting in the audience have any ideas, please let me know. Oh, we have another question. Who are some of my famous ghost friends? You know, I recently met Patrick Swayze. He's a very nice man. That was probably my favorite. Benjamin Franklin was a very kind ghost. I wouldn't say that we're friends. I feel like if you asked him, he wouldn't remember me, but I considered him a friend, and I do miss him very much. So you know. Those are the ones that pop into my head most easily. But you know what? I think it's time we hop back on over to our panel. They've had quite some time to talk.
Yeah, so keep it.
All right, panel, are you guys ready?
We're as ready as we're gonna be.
All right, that's what I like to hear. All right, Sarah, we are at 9 strikes.
Ooh, okay. So just to clarify, this job, they are creating something for animals to consume and then live afterwards after they consume it.
Mm-hmm.
Is this food for nutrition rather than entertainment?
Yes.
You know? Okay. Okay. So they're making things like dog food, cat food.
Indeed, they are.
I mean, wow, I do not have the terminology, but I think I have
your best guess.
I think I have the meaning.
All right.
A pet food nutrition chef.
You are so close. The term itself. And you know what? I'm going to give that to you as a guess because the real word was pet food tester.
Oh!
Yes.
Tester.
Oh.
They test the nutritional value of the pet food. They actually do taste tests of the food. And they typically need a degree in food science and a deep knowledge of nutrition. And I think it was a culinary acuity, I believe that was the word, in terms of detecting amounts of salt and sugar in the food.
Dang, all right.
Indeed.
Oh, how about that?
So I could see how tester wouldn't acuity. Thank you, judges. I could see how the tester wouldn't have come into play. So I'm going to give you guys that one. That was very well done.
Thank you.
It was close, but very well.
Thank you.
So before we move on to our last round, I would love to talk again to one of our returning members, Ansel McGathy.
Oh.
Ansel.
That's you.
It's me.
Now, last time you were here, you had attended a week of school.
10 days.
10 days
10
of school.
days, to be clear.
And become a doctor.
That's right.
How is that going for you?
It's really great. You know, a part of being a recent graduate of a degree in doctorology is honestly just walking around and practicing and honing your skills that you've learned in your schooling.
Of identifying who is and who is not a doctor.
Correct. So I spend a lot of times just walking around being like, doctor, not a doctor. Doctor, not a doctor.
And are you currently employed as a place?
Well, am I employed or am I using my degree?
Oh, I both.
Because I have a job. It's not necessarily a doctorology job, but you know, we've talked about my Etsy store and my making my little boxes and my woodworking, and I'm not going to give that up just because now I'm a big fancy doctor of doctorology.
Oh. Well, you'll have to let us know if you eventually get a job in your new medical field.
Of course. Yeah.
And how much you make and how that possibly pays.
Right.
So.
I'll let you know. I'll post it on Glassdoor.
Oh, good. Well, I will keep an eye out. Thank you.
All right.
Well, we are going to move on to our 5th and final round. And this one we are also going to be keeping secret from the audience, which is very exciting. I just want to make sure I know the name of it. I do. I've got my notes right here. So we are going to start this last round with Dr. Argyle.
Send it back.
Oh, lovely. Okay. Let's just dive right in, shall we?
All right.
I'm drawing a blank, so I'm just I'm just gonna ask some regular questions. This job makes money. Yes?
Sure does make money, Dr.
It does
Argyle.
make money. This job, does it make a product?
Yes, it does make a product, I believe. Yes.
It does make a product. Oh, lovely. Would this be considered a high-paying job?
I'm going to say yes if you do it well. Yes.
Ah, okay. Well, that's good. That's good. Right? Progress. Is this product for public purchase?
I would say that certain products can be for public purchase, but not all of these products would be.
Oh, I see. So in the
for public
genre,
purchase.
there are some products that can be purchased.
Yes, so I'm going to say that's a yes because some of them can be. So yes.
Okay. Yo, I'm drawing a blank. Is this job? Does this product get exported?
Judges, how would we phrase that? I'm gonna have to defer to my judges on this one. Oh, the judges say please hold. So we're gonna give just a moment, but that's an excellent question.
Some buffer
and,
time.
One that I
Sarah's
wish
been practicing
was easily
a song
answered.
if we want to stall for
It
a
says
little.
it can be, yes. My judges are so tricky. So it says it can be exported just like any other product, but not physically.
Not physically exported.
This
oh,
is
well, that's a good hint.
I know.
Dang.
Very good hint. Does this job involve programming?
Oh my, it does.
Oh, lovely. You guys. I don't know. I kind of want to. Can I do something unconventional?
What is that?
Can I pass a question to the audience?
Oh, you were. Should we pass one
I
to
feel
the
like I'm on a
audience?
roll here, and I don't want to ruin.
If
that
we can get a question from the audience in a
do you think,
timely
audience?
fashion, my judges are out in the audience looking for questions. Then absolutely, and a very generous offer there, Dr. Argyle.
Yeah. You know, I just want to make sure everyone's having a good time.
Oh, I think everyone's having a great time. Am I right, audience? All right, we are looking. So when we haven't, so Dr. Argyle, what I will do is we can pass it on over to Sarah without a strike. And then once we get a question from the audience, we'll see where we're at.
Okay, that sounds perfect. Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
Sarah.
Okay, so programming is involved.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And this is a product for the public.
It can be, yes.
I'm just recapping.
Oh, I got you. And also, while you're thinking, I have gotten word from the judges that the majority of the audience has actually already guessed.
Oh.
Because you forfeited your last question, Dr. Argyle, that's going to be the first strike. But that means that we really can't go to the audience because we don't want to give them the point panel. Come on now.
Okay. Are they a programmer?
Yes, but we need to get more specific.
Okay. Woo. Are they a computer programmer?
Sarah, you are correct.
That's it?
That was it.
That's it.
All right.
One strike.
Dang.
And you have we didn't
All
even
right.
get to Ansel. That was
John.
amazing.
Is that a record?
Wow. That was.
It is a record.
Judges?
I think that might have been a record.
Yeah.
Because last week we had a once around the table, and this was halfway across
Yeah.
the table.
We did.
Wow.
I didn't even get to ask a question.
I am Ansel. What would you have asked? What would you have asked?
Well, you were talking about a programmer, and
Yes.
I was gonna ask if they made an app.
Okay, yes, you would have been on the right track. So there you go.
Yeah.
Well,
There,
well
there.
done, panel. You really came together in the end. That was amazing.
All right.
You guessed
That's
4
teamwork,
out of
y'all.
the 5. That again, I think might be a record, which is amazing. So thank you guys so much for being here again, our returning members and our new member.
Of
thank
course.
you.
It's always great to have new faces. And thank you guys so much for watching another episode. We're going to be signing off in just a minute, and we're actually going to be rating Bonsai Baby, so please stick around for that. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed that our world is very much gray and not many yes or no's. I am still eternal, and good night. And we're going to say goodbye to some of our returning viewers. Willa, goodbye Tasty Zero. Thank you for watching My Cydia. Creventive, thank you so much. DX over DT, thank you. Hugh and Push the Fisherman. Krill, Hello Patty and Puppet Mama. Turjo, Nathu, and Otterly Lethal, thank you guys so much for watching. Elsenia, Nerf That Kid, Quar, and Amanda, thank you guys so much. And yeah, it is now time for us to raid Bonsai Babies. I hope you guys will stick around and watch that. Thank you again for another episode of You Do What? I will be here for as long as my unfinished business requires. So, thank you guys so much.
All right, bye.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thank you, Ben.